And I know for a fact I can't be with a man who's not ambitious. That's something I cannot do. If I, start dating you and you're a janitor, and it doesn't matter. It's not like you have to have like this bachelor's degree. You have to be making 6 figures just like I am. You got to be doing all this other stuff. Like, no, it's not even about that. Like, if I meet you and you're a janitor, we get married, you're a janitor. By year 5, I expect you to be head janitor. By year 6, I expect you to, be you're head of a team. By year 10, you need to invent a mop that is going to revolutionize the way that people mop floors. Like, that's the kind of ambition I'm looking for. You need to be constantly growing, constantly moving. But if I look at you and we married year 1, in year 10, you still in the same position that I met you in year 1, I'm going to be annoyed. I know I'm going to wake up upset. So I would just rather not even deal with it, because I know you're not going to work for me. And I think the problem is that we get into these situations where we settle for people that we know don't work for us. And then we want to complain. We want to call our girlfriends. And then we're embarrassed because whenever you bring this brother around, they're like, damn, ain't that the nigga she was just talking about? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that.
Hey, and that's what I'm trying to understand. Because...
Go to the heart, Jada. Go to the heart.
Because if
does Jada ask this question?
Is settling giving up, or is settling compromising? Well, basically just accepting the fact that no one is ever going to be perfect, or there's always going to be some type of situation or issue that's going to come into play.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the thing that I think a lot of people may deal with, where they're just like, okay, can I stay in this situation and make the best of it? Or do I just keep running around like without, knowledge of where the end is going to, where I'm going to end up at the end? So so you're saying that no matter what, you should just stay, like, rely on faith and just know who you are and just know that the greater good is going to come.
I could be bad all by myself. I don't need nobody to come be bad with me.
You listen.
And I'm saying that, there are some things I'm willing to compromise, like, but it got to be the perfect situation for me. Right. It got to be something that we can work on together and build. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a situation with your breath, we're gonna have a dentist appointment. I'm going to, I'm going to give you tools that are gonna help you get there. Right. But I got to be willing to do that, and sometimes I don't want to. Like, because when you settle, you got to do work over the work, and meeting people is already work it within itself. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes, a man having kids, that's a deal breaker. You know what I mean? Like, it's already complicated trying to get to know you, but now I got to get to know you, your kid, the baby mama. I got to see you every other week because you got the baby. Like, that's a lot. Do I really want to put myself in a situation like that? Right. Do I want to deal with your baby mama looking at you crazy? Do I want to deal with her dipping into her pockets before, I got to wait for Uncle Sam to get it. Then I got to wait for whoever, your bills. And then I'm after that. Like, no, I'm not into that. I don't want that. Like, and I don't want you to have no attitude when she call you and we out to dinner and now all of a sudden you got an attitude with me. I'm going to have a problem with that. So no, I ain't dating no man with no kids because it's not my thing.
2 baby mamas or 3.
Child. So think about every single time you compromise and every single time you put yourself in a situation and you were sitting there like, damn, now I got to deal with this nigga shit. Like, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. And if you do that, 9 times out of 10, you're going to regret it. You know your limits. And I think people need to stick within their limits. I think the problem is that we've been so comfortable and so programmed to draw outside the line. Like, that's normal. That's an abnormality. It's not normal to draw outside the lines. Like, I'm the type of person, I draw on the lines. I know what my boundaries are. So if I know something is going to get on my nerve, something is going to bother me, something's going to vexate me, something's going to make me feel uncomfortable, I'm going to not put myself in that situation.
And sitting through it is like literally going to cause you mental, like, issues with your mental health, your stress. You get sick. People got cancer. People got this and that, just because they're sitting in situations that are not feeding them, feeding their soul, feeding, they're not growing from it. They're just, sometimes when you're in a situation, you just think about the bad part so much that it just becomes like an infection, and you're just like, just get out of it.
Yeah,
because
that was my point earlier. And I feel like once this topic was first introduced, I immediately thought about women's shallowness being the reason that most of us are single, but it's not. It's not being shallow. It's a lot of things that women aren't able to overlook in order to settle, to be in a relationship, and we shouldn't have to. If we know that bad breath in a relationship is going to be the one thing that's going to make us unhappy and not really be like 100% in that, then it's a no-go from the start.
So do you think women settle more than men in relationships?
100%.
100%. They do.
100.
100%.
Let's go to why, right?
Yeah, why?
What overrides what?
Why do they
I
do
think
it?
women, I don't know. I just kind of feel like,
Well, even asking that question, I'm trying to think of things, because we don't have any men on the panel today. I'm trying to think of things that, you know, men would have to overlook with us.
I don't think men overlook anything.
I mean, some women don't.
I think
clean,
it's a very small percentage of men looking over things. I think that men, for the most part, a man is going to get what he wants. He may get 90% of it, but like women will get 75. We're comfortable with 60, 65, 70%. Like men, I think 90% of men get what they want.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, they usually ultimately make the choice. That's the woman I want to marry, right? That's the woman I want to be with.
They choose.
And the woman is
we
but at the same time,
we accept they choose.
Based on how you make them feel.
Those are two different kind of women, Alan. I'm not gonna lie. Some
I've
people
overridden before.
Exactly.
And it was in a situation where it's someone that I know damn well. But you fine as hell. And that bedroom music, but at the same time, I know the situation is not gonna be as beneficial to me as other people that I have dated in the past have, you know, been able to be. But my feelings for you are OD. So I've allowed certain things knowing damn well that, like, you know, like it's gonna drive me crazy, but I'm accepting it because I like how you make me feel and I like the intimacy or like the way you touch me or whatever. It's just like I enjoy that so much that I'm overriding shit that is red flags. It's bullshit. It's toxicity. That is toxicity.
At its best.
Toxicity, goddamn, it's taking over my life. Maybe back then. Nowadays, I don't think so as much.
If you late, I can't mess with you. Like from the gate.
And I'm very, very
from the gate, I can't mess with you. Cause like, don't make me leave my house and I'm on time. And I'm an on-time person. I've worked production for like 10 years. I've sent out call sheets. I've directed. I've done all these things. Like, don't waste my time. If you tell me 7 o'clock, I'm at the door 6:45 waiting in the car, putting on my lip gloss. I'm waiting for you to show up. Like my call time was 5:30. I misread it, thought it was 5 o'clock. I was in the parking lot 4:45. Like I'm on time. Like, and I think that it's inconsiderate unless you have an emergency. It's inconsiderate to be late. I don't care who you are.
I agree with that.
The only person that can be late is Jesus. Other than that, everybody else can be on time. I have a girlfriend who we speak on and off just because she's never on time. Just we going to dinner, she show up. It's supposed to be 7. She's there 7:45, like strolling in. Like, bitch, don't come and waste my time. Like, I now show up an hour late for her just because I know of who she is, and I think that you're not being late.
I agree with that.
I love you.
You gotta know. You gotta know different people. You gotta know the friends that are gonna be 30 minutes late.
Don't worry. But if we're ever meeting somewhere, I'll meet you when I expect you to be there.
I'm not gonna lie, I cannot stand when people make me late. So it's like I can't like I like that's why I like to get ready and do everything on my own because I don't want to go to your house and now I'm waiting for you to finish getting ready and now you're gonna make me late and make me look bad.
Right.
And you know that's another. I used to have a friend that was very inconsiderate. Like, why are you curling your hair when we're supposed to be walking out the door?
Right.
That is so crazy. And especially when you have certain relationships, maybe it's whether it's a professional relationship or like anything that can be like a relationship that you respect, no matter what. I think that it's very important to be on time. But I feel like some people don't understand that affects certain things in their life because it's like you can't even be counted on to be on time.
I cannot.
I think it's an impression.
I'm a hypocrite in that way too, because I really don't like to wait on people. Like if I'm coming to pick you up and we already know if I say 6 o'clock and I really get to your house at 6:15, I definitely expect you to be ready.
Right.
See, I don't do that.
But when I come here, it's like I
Haitian
know
and
damn
you
well
don't
we're
feel
not starting on
bad.
time. So
Haitians
part
are
of me is
always
like,
late.
I got
I'm that. It actually makes me non-Haitian that I'm always on time.
Oh no,
Because, you know, Haitians
but
are like 2
I
or
don't
3
give
hours
people
late.
a hard time about being late.
Yeah. Maybe
don't.
that's what it is. No, I've always been that way since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Y'all are always late. We are always late.
I'm always.
First of all,
I was never
I
late
don't
until I
think-
had a kid. Hell no, because I know you got something going on. Like, bro, you successful. You try to test me. I got you.
It's a coffee date for me too. Forget about him. Like, what if I don't want to talk to you? Like, imagine going on a date with somebody that you kind of know, kind of don't know, and then you gotta like sit through dinner and watch this brother eat, and you really don't vibe with him. So it's if he said coffee date, okay, let's go. Like, and if coffee becomes, dinner or breakfast. Not saying that we did anything. I'm just saying maybe we stayed up all night talking. Lord, please forgive me. Or mama, don't think that it actually happened. But anyway, then it is what it is. But I think that that's the best way to date.
I feel like here at 8 at the Table, we've had numerous of conversations about the first date. And I think that a coffee date is very appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
It's very appropriate. It's cost efficient. And to me, I just think it's a little classy. Like, find a little cute in the whole cafe. Let's go. Like, yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think
Danish.
that there's some women out there that might say, listen, he's being cheap with me. I deserve more. I deserve
You
to be
don't
whisked
deserve
away.
anything on a first date.
Absolutely,
You don't
100%.
deserve
Yeah.
anything. Honestly, because I get no.
The nerve.
You better drink some tea.
First of all, she don't
Take
eat
your
that
ass on a Pepsi date.
Right,
Shut up.
Right.
Let's not even listen to Naisha because she has.
We're not even. You have to have a mic.
Naisha.
You have to have a mic. Anyway,
I'll be like, oh, Naisha,
You better
try this
drink
Wagyu.
some
She's like,
tea.
"Ugh, what's that? Like,
She only eat them.
we'll get this little girl some ice cream.
she won't eat an oyster. She won't eat caviar. Like, girl, bye. Like,
And only drink soda
I'm
for
not gonna eat
breakfast.
coffee. Do you eat fish?
No,
I know, girl. That's what I'm
She
saying.
don't eat nothing. She
you're
don't eat
difficult.
nothing.
She's a difficult dater.
Oh, she eat Dominican
We're not
food.
even-
That's all she orders at the
she's-
office.
She's different.
Difficult.
She's different. So
Very
we're not
different.
even gonna get into her.
Let's just
We still
ignore
love
her.
you,
I just
Naisha.
feel like if you go into a first date thinking, this nigga needs to take me out on a fancy date. He didn't do it right. He's talking about some coffee. You in it for the wrong reasons,
First of all,
and you
let
don't.
That's your lifestyle. Take him on a date then if you don't want to go on coffee.
Exactly.
I know girls who actually pay for the first date to set the standard.
Yeah. I've actually gone on dates.
And I never really understood that. Sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Jacob.
I was
Sorry.
just saying, like, I've actually gone on dates, and because of, I don't even want you to think I'm taking advantage of you. This how I eat.
Right.
So I know I'm about to order up. Let me just go ahead and let you know you ain't got to pay for this because I'm about to get it popping.
Right.
How would I treat myself when I go out? I don't even want to intimidate a man. Like, look, I like the finer things. That's how I am. That's how I've been. Blame it on my mama. I was wearing
Right.
I'm not gonna do that on the first date though. Like, because I do expect.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna. Eat
I
whatever
do
want.
expect a man to pay on the first date, not because I'm looking to see, what he can do for me, or
Right.
I want to. That is him setting the standard for our relationship. I want to know that when you take me out,
Cool. That's
this is
impressive.
how you giving it up.
Now, if I go ahead and tell you, look, I know how I get down. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna expect you to have to. Or if I pull out my card, like I know I went in, like I just
You
want to.
see, for me, that's just too much words, and that just seems like a test.
No, but
I'm
on
not
top
even
of
finna
that-
do all of that because I'm like, I don't even want to complicate nothing. I'm just not gonna do all
But
that.
on top of that, I'm never going out. Look, I don't got a lot of time. When I come out and we go to this restaurant, I want all of that. I want that. And that's not all the time. It's just that I like to try things. I might not get an entree. I want to try this appetizer. I want to try that drink. And so sometimes it'd be like, oh, she's trying to take advantage. No, that's not the case. So let me go ahead and pull my money out or pull my card out to let you know. Or at least and if you're the type of person that's like, oh, no, I got this. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to in the beginning, I'd be like, I'm going to let you know. If I'm at a restaurant that I've been waiting to go to or something, I'm just like, I want to let you know, I've been waiting to come here. I'm about to go in. I don't expect you to be responsible for it, or
Right.
we can go half, we can double Dutch
Right.
or whatever,
Mhm.
because I am very bougie. So I don't even want you to feel like I'm just trying to take advantage of you. Now, when that does happen, the person usually does pay, but I'm being very honest. I don't mind. I really don't mind. Because I know that I'm not just gonna come. I don't want to sit here and act like I'm not hungry because I'm very hungry. And I don't want to sit here and look at you like, I hope you can afford it. No, let me get the, yeah. So that's just how I am. Yeah, definitely.
That's funny.
Thank
And I was about to
you.
say, Anna, a side of lobster, please.
Absolutely,
What
yes.
I'm gonna get.
Right. And then on top of
Keep
that,
them coming.
You just said you paying, so I'm okay.
right. So if that's the case for the first date, I just sometimes like to put that on the table, I'm here to enjoy myself. So
can we just lay on the table what's one thing you are willing to look past and one thing you are not willing to look past? Let's start with our guest.
Oh Lord. I was hoping
I'm
you were
willing to
gonna
look
go
past
first.
someone who's not.
Go ahead, Jada.
I was about to say, let's start with our guest, and Jada opens her mouth.
No, Jada, go ahead. I was hoping. No. I really wanted to.
No.
Oh Lord.
No, go ahead.
'Cause now I gotta think. I had to think about. I gotta think.
Go ahead.
Okay, can we
I
pause the
gotta
cameras?
think.
So we
No,
can think?
I'm willing to look past someone who's not completely financially at a place where, because if I'm dating someone who is not yet there, like, I have faith in you. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to try to like help you in ways that I can, push you in the right direction.
Right.
So I'm not always expecting you to be a 6, 7, 8-figure person. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's something that I can look past. I can look past someone who's like, I'm working on it. And I know that statistically, most most people find their success and they're like mid-40s or whatever. Like, that's something that I've read on. And I just understand that a lot of people get to a successful point and like, their 40s or late 30s, whatever, maybe sometimes even 50s. Like, if we're talking big money. So it's like, I'm not sitting here like, oh, you got to be able to have me in a mansion or this and that. Like, no, I'm fine with working with someone and maybe we can even work on it together. We can
Right.
build a business together. Just have a vision or have some type of like you have to have some type of potential.
Potential.
I can look past your financial
Right.
position right now. You cannot be. You gotta have a car. You gotta have a car. And you can't be homeless. That's it. But if you're working on it and you have a plan, I like a man with a plan. I'm not gonna look past. There's a lot of things I'm not gonna look past, but that's one thing that I can look past. But
I can look past a past.
mhm.
Someone who doesn't have the same background as me. Someone who didn't have the same opportunities, maybe. And probably was wayward. You know what I mean? But is reformed. I could look past that. Because I feel like everyone isn't given a second chance, and it's no one's place to judge anyone.
Mhm.
I feel like some people get the raw end of the stick, maybe because they didn't have the right lawyer, or their parents weren't involved, or they didn't have teachers in school that motivated them. So I'm willing to look past that. Only for certain situations. Only for certain situations. What I'm not willing to look past is a lack of ambition.
Mhm.
That's not something that I'm willing to look past, because I feel like if I'm out here doing, progressing, moving, trying to trailblaze, I need somebody with the mentality that's going to help me do that or do that with me.
Mhm.
I might annoy you because I'm on a plane here going here, or I'm working on this project. I can't be with you all the time, or I'm trying to start up a business and that's my singular focus. Like, I need somebody who is either working on his own or is willing to build a kingdom with me. So that's something I'm not willing to look past, lack of ambition.
I love that. That's mine too. For
For
real, because you ain't gonna hold me back. You can't. I don't want to be set back. I don't want to have to wait on. Like, I don't want you to feel bad because I'm on the move. Like, no, you gotta have something going on or something that we can work on. Like, I want the best. I want. Shoot, I want to own a mall like American Dream. I
Honey,
wanna
they
build
still
a-
owe
that is
money
a
on
very
that
good
one.
mall.
They still owe a lot of money on that
The
one.
dreams and the goals that I have, like, look,
They still dreaming.
right, right. But like, I dream so big that it's like I have to have someone who matches me in that way. Like,
Right.
do you want a lot? Because I want a lot. Okay. With the experiences that I've had, I just can't not have a lot. So I need someone who's on the same wavelength, like someone who has the same mindset as that. So I get it.
I like that point. And it's like, I know I asked the question, but I'm sitting here.
Thank
I
you.
let you guys go.
Mhm.
And I was just like, why is it so hard for me to think about something that I am willing to look past? Because I do have a long list of things that I'm not willing to look past. But I think I'm going to go ahead and say I am willing to look past somebody with a busy schedule. I am willing to look past.
Why'd you look at me like that?
I'm willing to look past a workaholic, just because I know it's nothing personal.
You can't be sexy as hell being a workaholic though. Cause I'm like, what's this?
It's nothing
Who you have
personal.
lunch with?
You get into it, and I'm also over here getting into it. Even if I do have more time for you, I feel like I'm going to make it work so that our relationship is good, and we're gonna find any time that we have to be together. Because I mean, you working, I'm working. It's gonna work for us eventually, you know. So I'm that's gonna be my answer for now. I feel like I'm still a little shaky on it, but okay, I can give you a lot. Physical attractiveness. I feel like I have a lot of quirks, like little things that I don't like.
Like hairy?
Like if your teeth is fucked up, can't look past it. If you like have those like really, like I used to bite my nails and they're like
Nubby.
yeah, kind of nails, can't look past it. Receding hairline, can't look past it. Anything in the physical attraction area, can't look past it. Because if you're gonna be mine and you like, and I gotta bring you around people and I gotta look at you too, like it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
That's honest.
You gotta be fine as hell to me.
I love a fine man, but they be
You can
dangerous.
be fine with a receding hairline. Just, give him some Rogaine.
You have to be attracted.
Tell him to go
the
bald.
person.
Yeah.
I think what you're saying is basically you have to find them attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And I don't want to find anything about you that is just like,
I squint my eye.
Right. You ever be trying to show your friend a picture like, yeah, he's
Yo, no, hold on. It be my friends trying to show me who they talking to and they scrolling for mad long. It's like, what, bro? Show me the picture.
Like, his outfit.
Why are you so right?
Sometimes it's not about attractiveness.
My friend did that
It's
to me
about
last
swag.
weekend, and I'm like, why are you?
It's about swag, honey, because you can be fine with no swag, honey.
Well, I love that.
Why would
F
that be
you.
bad?
That's not a bad
Is that
thing.
supposed to be scary?
First of all, I need somebody to love me more.
Oh.
But see, this is the thing, right? Sometimes when someone loves you so much,
Not love you so much.
They just love you like
They
you've never
love you
been
like
loved.
you've never been
Loved before.
Right.
To them, they just being like, come on, let's go.
That's who that's who they are.
Girl, let's take your ass on. And then you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do.
Well, maybe that's just because you're in love with
maybe
them.
maybe this is an not inappropriate response, but I felt this way with the same middle school boy whose breath stink. But I was just like, oh my God, he was so in love with me. And yes, he treated me like a fucking princess. And even up until I got into my real relationship, I always still thought back on that boy like, that is like
book for Christmas. What?
no.
Coloring
book.
What's
situation
going
like
on?
that.
Skittles.
I
get
always
it.
thought back to that boy like, yo, nobody has ever loved me like that boy did. Even when in my very first relationship, and I was 17 to 21 in my real relationship. And I always thought back to when I was 14 years old, and that boy loved me so much. But yeah, his
Did
breath
he
stank.
worship you? Is that what it was?